This is how we've been using taps to control our live streams in OBS. Yes, we do have an Elgato Stream Deck that's integrated to OBS, along with the Elgato mobile app on a spare phone. We've been trying to explore hands-free options that would offer more mobility without constantly needing to look down or search for buttons on a phone. While we're not a full-scale TV studio with a production staff, it's typically just one person here running the entire show. And much of what we do is similar to your favorite streamers on Twitch, YouTube, simply managing OBS. Given our needs, we first explored the Twiddler, used by streamers such as the Sushi Dragon on Twitch. However, as educators who often need both hands free to demonstrate, the Twiddler didn't seem like the optimal idea, given it would take up an entire hand. And so for IRL content where, maybe someone's cooking or similar activities, both hands free was a really important step for us. Fortunately, the folks at Tap sent over their Tap XR wrist wearable device that basically is designed to replace a keyboard, mouse, and handheld controllers. And if you have joined any of our live streams in May or June, you might have seen me wearing this on set. And the Tap XR really allows to convert keyboard inputs into simple tap commands. And again, allowing fingers to be free. The Tap was marketed as a productivity tool, using it on the go with your phone or VR or in music production. But what really intrigued us was its potential to serve as hotkeys in our streaming setup. The Tap itself does come with a quick start pocket guide to help train you on what key taps refer to what keyboard commands. And it is designed to work with any Bluetooth keyboard enabled device. And the Tap is quite small. This is the actual device. And you can see there's a little camera there that's used to register your finger taps. In the box, it comes with a small wristband and a larger wristband for larger wrists. You seat it into the wristband, and then you put it on, flick up, turns it on. There's also an on-off button behind. Kind of makes you feel like Spider-Man. And then you can go tapping. You can connect it to your phone, so you can tap either on a table, you can tap on your wrist, you can tap on any flat surface that registers and can see your fingers. You can tap and issue keyboard commands. In the box also is the proprietary charging dock. It's a magnetic dock, and all you do is when you're done with it, you seat it in there, and it charges via USB-C. So that's nice to see. And it's rated for about 10 hours of total active use and about 14 days or so on standby mode. By heading over to the Tap Manager, we can clear all the assignments and create our own custom layout, except for some specific defaults, which I will discuss more about shortly, and customize the Tap to suit our needs. We can assign any key, such as a function key or a sequence of keys, to any finger combination or fingers or number of taps. The results? A bit mixed. False positives? Bit of a challenge. Using your hand other than anything for just dedicated tapping does risk having some unwanted commands being issued. For example, maybe you're tapping a button on a phone, which would also convert to a tap command, which might be an unwanted command while you're streaming. While you can turn the device off by triple tapping the ring finger, and you turn it back on by the thumb and the index finger 3 times, keeping track of the status, if it's on or off, can at times be a hassle if you're focusing on something else. There really isn't a clear indicator on the Tap itself besides some haptic vibrations if it's on or off, but those vibrations really only relate to if a command was issued or not necessarily what command it was. The simplest option I found to use it when not wanted is to simply slide it back into sleep mode and then re-enable it by sliding it forward. Be like Spider-Man. But again, triple tapping could make it easy to accidentally turn it off, especially if you have a lot of complicated commands. Remember those system defaults I mentioned earlier? I do wish I could turn them off or at least reassign the required tap commands to different button layouts. Because for me, for simplicity, I would love double tapping each finger to correspond to a scene command change. But some double taps are not changeable. The most troublesome were default system single taps you couldn't change, or the triple tapping one finger to turn it off, which in my case would often happen. After about a month of practical use, I did find it easier to navigate and use this and troubleshoot any issues while live if I by accident made a tapping mistake, or if I had switched to a different profile. I was more easily able to re-change it and fix that. To prevent accidentally sending the wrong command to stream if I had made a wrong tap command, what I did is I configured my entire OBS hotkey commands to start with the shift key, and every tap combination I assigned to a function key. And so my foot pedal that I have under the table, I assigned this to shift. So in order for a tap to be issued, pedal command. So I could be tapping by accident. Yes, it would send those function keys to my computer, but OBS wouldn't read it as a hotkey unless this was being pressed at the same time. Alternatively, what I did, I also figured out I used the wave ring. This is a hotkey command ring. I have another video on this one, and I think this is actually a really good option for hands-free streaming. You can check out that video on the channel. Or I assigned one of these hotkey buttons to shift. So in order to actually do a command, I could press this button and tap, because in some cases I might be away from my table and not easily accessible to my foot pedal. So having a hotkey wearable to do shift and then do any combination of taps, I found ideal as well. The tap presents an intriguing hands-free solution for streaming if you're seeking greater mobility and flexibility when controlling your stream through things like OBS. While the device does offer possibilities, particularly for those who need hands-free, it does come with some challenges like false positives, there's a learning curve, and managing the non-programmable default commands were troublesome, especially when I like consistency. With practice and a customized setup, such as an integrated foot pedal or other hotkey command before taps are issued, did work, despite the initial learning curve. This is not the only tool that we have tried. Do check out our other video, like I mentioned earlier, where the Genki Wave ring remote, which is a 16 hotkey single remote ring. Stay safe, have fun, and have a great time finding ways to use technology to your benefit. And I might be posting some more behind the scenes videos on what we do here in our broadcasting studio. We'll see you all then.